Hey folks, it's Jang here again from UltimateRC.com, just driving the Traxxas Rally VXL Ken Block Gymkhana Edition, RTR, this time on dirt. And why? I know some folks are going to be asking right up front, why would I be driving a tarmac rally car on dirt or on gravel? Well, good question. The answer is because I, like most folks who are interested in rally cars, and specifically rally cars in RC applications in scale form, are interested in running rally cars on dirt and on gravel. I have had quite a lot of folks asking me to get this car and drive it on dirt because, well, a lot of folks like to drive rally cars on dirt. Therefore, here I am driving a rally car on dirt, even though it's, you know, the full-scale Ken Block so-called Gymkhana car is a tarmac rally car. It's set up for driving on road, but that's okay because a lot of folks want to drive it like this. So here we go. This is what it looks like. This is completely bone stock. This is right out of the box with the stock motor, stock suspension setup, the stock tires and all. As for the handling, well, it does have slick tires and they are a fairly hard compound, so you really can't expect too much in terms of the traction from them, but even so, you're sort of just seeing the normal handling characteristics of the car amplified a little bit. The car does always tend to want to oversteer and spin out when it is powered. It's overpowered a little bit through turns, and you just get to see a lot of that when it tries to go through turns with some power on. It has the same problem when it's running on-road. It's even worse when it's off-road. Also, this is with, like I said, the stock suspension setup, and it's fairly low to the ground, and it's very bouncy when it's going over bumps, even though it is built on the e-Revo platform, which is a monster truck, pure off-road platform. It is completely retuned, and it's really not tuned at all to drive off-road. This is a racing track surface, and yes, it is a little bit bumpy, but it's not that bad for a even intermediate off-road vehicle. Even a very cheap one, you would expect to be able to go over this surface with no problem whatsoever. Jumping, again, not very good. A lot of trouble keeping it from tumbling or landing slightly on its side, or, of course, keeping traction. Again, traction, you can't expect too much out of the slick tires. They actually did pretty decently, I would say, for slick tires, but that's four-wheel drive for you. As soon as you have full-time four-wheel drive, you are going to be able to pull a vehicle across just about any surface as long as you're a decent driver. Now, speaking of decent driver, I know that a lot of haters out there who just want me to give this a positive review and not give it an honest review would say that, well, it's just me. It's just the driver. I suck. I'm brand new to RC. I've never driven an RC car before. And so I'm making the vehicle look bad. Well, I expected that. I knew that that was coming, which is why here, in this portion of the video, the vehicle is not being driven by me. It's being driven by one of the top local off-road racers. Actually, one of the top in the region. He is a sponsored factory driver. And he's actually trying to make the vehicle look good here. His intention, through this entire portion of the raw driving footage here, it's pretty much not edited at all. The only cuts are from where we stopped filming and moved to a different section. So there's nothing artificial here. It's all raw. His intention here is to try to get some nice, smooth, beautiful action footage for the video. This is actually what he's trying to do. It's what he wanted to do. He wants to make it look good. Really good driver. One of the best in the area, trying to make the vehicle look good. And it's still not looking so great. Also, I forgot to mention halfway through this video where we did the driver change, we also did retune the suspension. We jacked up the ride height quite a bit. It's not as far as it'll go, but almost as far as it'll go, so it still does have some down travel, but it's no longer riding on the ground. I'm sure that you can see that if you look closely. driving it really, really slowly to really try to keep maximum control of it. Still a little bit difficult to control the vehicle. Even when you get past the traction issues, the handling of it is really not designed for off-roading at all. Again, even though it's based on the e-Revo platform. It's driving as an on-road vehicle. I've driven sedans off-road before, just giving them a little bit more travel in the suspension, and they drive just like this. So you're really not gaining anything in the performance over a regular sedan. However, you will hear more about my full thoughts and impressions of the Traxxas Rally VXL coming up in my full review of the vehicle. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you again soon.